But anyways, I'm gonna be talking about how my hair has gotten to where it is right now. Why is it so lumpy and crazy and damaged? And let's be all the way real. Why does it look ratchet? So stay tuned. Hope you guys like it. And if you haven't seen my first video, which is my last video, please go check it out. It's just an intro to my hair. No sound, no music or anything like that. Just kind of looking at my hair from different angles in the sunlight. So how did my hair get like this? Well, I started off with regular plaits, you know, like box braids with my own hair. And I would say my hair was about where it is right now. About shoulder length, a little bit below my shoulder. And I just did plaits in my hair one day with the intention of having dreads. So did it one day. It took me like a whole day, and I don't know what I was really thinking because I'm so low maintenance. I had like 150 when I was done. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, must have been something in the water that day. Who knows, right? So as you could tell, I do not have 150 left. So what I did was, after that, a couple of weeks later, I don't remember because this was years ago, sometime after that, I took those plaits, took 3 plaits at a time, and I made those into plaits. So then it was plaits on plaits. It was like plaits inception, if you will. No, yeah, no, okay. So then I had about, I guess if it was a third down, because some of them, it wasn't perfectly 3 of them into one braid. Sometimes I would have to do 4 or 5, up to 5 of them, because my hair was just, you know, I did it by myself, so you know what I mean? It was uneven, some were smaller than the others, whatever, what have you. So then, you can even still see some of my plaits in there if you look really, really close. You can kind of still see, like here, right around there, where you can just still see the pattern from the braiding or whatever like that. So that's generally why the ends of my locks look like this. I think this one looks like, you can kind of really tell it was like plaits or something like that, right? So then I was like, you know, most of probably you guys, if you're anything like me, right? I was on YouTube. How can I make them lock faster? What can I do? What's the best approach? Should I interlock? Should I twist them, palm roll them? I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was just doing all types of things, put all types of gunks in my hair, and I'm already tender-headed, which is really what led to this in the first place. And it was just, man, I was just so obsessed, with my hair, and I just could not stay out of my hair, right? So then I would say maybe 3 years down the line, everything is going great, and I don't know what happened. One day I was just really obsessed with the parts. Like, I was obsessed with the sections, and look like I got stuff in my hair. I can't tell with the light or whatever. Anyways, I was obsessed with the sectioning, right? So I cut my hair out. I just took all the locks all out, right? Because I just wanted them to be, the sections to be different. I wanted the parts to be more uniform, because I kind of just, like I said, I started off with plaits, then I plaited those plaits, and nothing was uniform. Nothing was really even. I did the best I could with little information and skills, right? So this is just a warning for you guys DIYing at home. You know, you will run into stuff, and I don't see a lot of videos of people with dreads and locks that like really show you the grim parts of making bad decision making. So anyways, right, that's why this one looks like you could walk the plank like a fishing rod or something, I don't know. So anyways, right, so then I cut them out, right? So then I'm like bald headed So I had a jerry curl. I had like a little mini fro, and it was like a jerry curl, and pretty much I'll say by the end of that day, I was missing my hair, right? Now, let me stop there. I do want to say it. I cut them out with the purpose of, or the intention of putting them back in, but with different sectioning. Like, I wanted it to be more uniformed and more symmetrical. You know, I was, again, OCD. I was just going through it. I don't know, maybe I was bored, who knows? Maybe I was watching too many videos and trying to emulate something I was seeing, who knows, right? So the problem was, not only did I cut my hair too short, like the hair that was still attached to my scalp, it was way too short. I also did not section off my locks. This is gonna sound crazy, bear with me. I didn't section my locks off in the right way. For instance, the ones that were in the front should have stayed like in a pile for just front locks, and the ones that were on the side should have stayed on the side, in the back, etc., etc. And I know that sounds kind of crazy. Like I said, nothing was uniform. So then I had, if you're like me, I have different textures of hair. Like this hair, if you look, this hair is really, really, really soft and like fine, you know, that temp. And then you just, even right here, you can see how much more kinky this is from how straight this is, right? So, and then it's the same in the back. My back is like really, 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 really fine and thin. So I had back locks up here, this, that, the third. Some of them I couldn't get back in, and it was just a whole mess. And I'm sure you're probably wondering, like, well, how did you get them back in? And you guys are gonna have to stay tuned, because I have to do a whole nother video for that, because it was crazy. And as you can still see, I am still fighting with it. So this is the best one to show you guys though. So, right, like I said, my hair is really, really short, and I cut them all off, right? So let's just say it was about a little fro, right? And for me, that wasn't enough to reattach them, and I was doing my best, and whatever, they just kept coming out. So after, I want to say like another month of growing or whatever like that, I finally kind of got to a point where they were holding in. And this is about, I want to say, it's about a year since I cut them and put them back in. So this would be about a year of growth from here to craziness, right? And reason why it looks like this right now is because I had some slippage recently. Yes, I had some slippage. Don't cut your locks. If you're gonna put them back in, get it done professionally, or don't do it at all. Please don't do it. I do not recommend it. So that's foremost, excuse me. So I had some slippage the other day, so I was walking around looking crazy, like, cause it slipped out or whatever. And I had all these long ones, and then I had this one really, really short one, just like sticking up and everything, just crazy, right? Because I was like, I keep slipping, so let me just take it out all the way or whatever. Sorry, let me just take it out all the way, and I'll just wait for it to grow out. But me, again, OCD, impatient, you know, the whole nine, I couldn't do that. So then I put it back in, and as you can see, most of them look pretty good. That you can't even, you know, tell where it was reattached at. Some of them is the key word. You can't even tell, but other ones you could really tell. Because I would also like to put out there that once I did put my locks back in, I had way more locks left over. So therefore, my locks that I put back in were inherently smaller than the sections that were still attached to my head. Does that make sense? Because I had less locks. I mean, I had more locks left over, so that means I had less locks to put back into my head, which meant less sectioning, which meant bigger parts. So some of those things, I think that was my biggest problem, other than it not being the locks that were in the back stayed in the back. So that was the two big things. But some of them, like I said, you can't even tell, and some of them, like this one, is super obvious. Like you can see how fat it is right here when I turn it to one side, and you turn it to another, and it's like, oh. And then other than that, no, I didn't color my hair. What it was like I said in the beginning, I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I guess all the salt and like lemon juice, obviously this is natural dye, like it just naturally dyed my hair pretty much dark blonde, if you will, I guess. I don't know. So sunlight, salt, lemon juice, if you want to color your hair, go for it. I even seen a video where someone was doing hydrogen peroxide, and that seems to work well too, but it's up to you. Get it done professionally, DIY. Just know what you're getting yourself into. So yeah, as you can see, some of them, you know, look crazy. My mom said they look like turds. So yeah, if you look really close, I guess you could really see exactly the point of inception. I just like that word today, inception. See? And you see all the frizzies around where it is connected, because again, that's one of the problems I'm facing all the time with the whole reattachment, is that I have slippage. No, I don't have any sewing in there. There's no glue, nothing like that. Again, I'll post another video if you guys seem interested on how I did it, because again, I only have this one, and I think this guy actually hanging down in front of my face that have rubber bands in it right now. Other than that, they're all really, look, you can see they're good. I don't have any, I'm tender-headed, so I can't really yank on it. I'm like pretending to do it hard, like they're really good. I don't have any slippage, and no, it was really just this front one and this one right here. Like every time I washed my hair or it got really, really wet, I could just almost like just pull it right out, and it was just so annoying. So they're starting over again. Wish them luck. You can see this is crazy. You can't tell once you go like this. Look, boom. Ow. But I guess if I had to label my hair, I would say it's semi-free form or whatever, because even though, like I said, I put it back in my hair and I sectioned them though a little bit better or more to my liking, I don't retwist, I don't interlock. I have done all these things before. I don't like, I sometimes will take the hair, like new growth, or people say it's new growth. I don't really call it new growth. I just say it's loose hair, right? I'll take sometimes like the new growth. I mean, here I go. Loose hair, like that. And maybe do the base wrapping you hear people talk about, especially people with, you know, larger or thicker locks like me. So, here's my hair. Yeah, I know it looks crazy. I got these, like, look at this. Some of them I actually had to